days prior to the feast of unleavened, the start of the unleavened bread. That's the 8th day of the month. That's the Sabbath day. You go back a week prior to that. That's the new moon. You know. So what are these? Why is there still any debate about this? There shouldn't even be a debate. But see, that's the problem, man.
So because we understand all that. So y'all to be going into this, it's just the Most High that blinded you from understanding. Because anybody can use common sense in their hands to figure this out. Look at the sky throughout the month. For 1 month they can figure this out. Look at the sky and see what happens. And use their hand to count. So we know it's a bigger thing happening that you can't grasp this concept. Something so simple. And what was worse is the people's minds that can't grasp the concept. They're just going to go with whatever somebody told you wrong, when it's obvious when it's supposed to be, according to the scripture. So it just shows that your minds are seared already, man, into the belief under this God more than the belief of the Most High.
Yeah.
And I'm using him because he's the head of that. He should have spread this way. He's allowing it to go on the wrong way. You got to come out and say so.
Snowball, that shit snowballed already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For so long now. It's a staple of the school.
Yeah, man. I mean, just, and see, like, we know that the scriptures also say, you know, not to judge in respects to a high holy day or meat or in a Sabbath day. But that's just, you know, like right now we're under grace. So even if you ain't keeping it the correct way, but you trying to keep it, we're still rehearsing.
Yeah.
Right. But we're still teaching you.
But we're
what
still,
is right.
But it's still about the truth at the end of the day.
Right.
Be not ignorant in a small matter nor great. You know?
And because some people can't actually keep it on the Shabbat.
We're in captivity. You pretty much got to be sovereign to keep these laws, man.
Yeah.
You can't keep the laws. We can't
in or hustle or something.
You definitely can't work for Esau.
Yeah.
If you're working for any company in Babylon and it's not your own company, guess what?
You're working.
You're subject to whatever they tell you.
Whenever they need you, you got to come in. So you're going to profane this. You know, you're going to break the Sabbath one way or another, man. Unless you know you might have some PTO and you know you could probably do this once or twice.
I was about to say a year.
Where you want to request the Sabbath day off.
Yeah.
You know,
only maybe four times, because maybe your regular off day will fall on the Sabbath. You know, two times, and you use your PTO. But it's damn near impossible if you working in the Esau system. Man.
Yeah, but you have control over it. You want to have sex.
Absolutely.
Now, that's
You
the
got
difference.
control over that.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
There's certain things you can control. You can control not gathering up sticks for something going on at the house. You can gather up not cooking. You know, you can figure that out. Not cooking the night before, just cooking enough for leftovers.
Right. Not working out. Doing things that, you know, that it requires you, that you have control over.
Yeah.
You got control over these things. We don't have control over, you know, working, you know, we're not working.
Now, you got something? I was going to make a quick point. I kind of touched on it earlier. You see how at the beginning of Exodus 16 it said, the day, if you leave anything the night over, it will rot with worms, right? But on the Sabbath, it said, right after when we stopped, that it wouldn't rot for that day and the next day. And it would be left over. But that following day, it would go back to rot.
I got to preach something.
You got it.
Leviticus 19, talking about the offerings. Leviticus 19, and I'm going to start at 5. If ye offer a sacrifice of peace offering unto the Lord, ye shall offer it at your own will. It shall be eaten the same day ye offer it. And on the morrow, and if out remain until the 3rd day, it shall be burnt in fire. If it be eaten at all on the 3rd day, it is an abominable. It shall not be accepted. I'm reading NLT.
There was no refrigeration system like that.
Yeah. When you sacrifice peace offering to the Lord, offer it properly so you will be accepted by the Most High. The sacrifice must be eaten on the same day you offer it or on the next. Whatever is left over until the 3rd day must be completely burnt up.
And when do you offer that? That's the
Better
thing.
be
When
the
you
night.
offer it right before the Shabbat to be clean.
If any of the sacrifice is eaten on the third day, it will be contaminated, and I will not accept it.
And it's like during the Pesach, you have to the fat and the bones, you know, before sundown.
Yeah, this real big
Yeah, sunups
in
like
the Northern Kingdom. You know, they offer their little food offerings unto their idols,
Yeah.
and they just leave it there to be contaminated. You're supposed to eat it, man. The Lord, you know, the Lord don't want you to waste no food. Man.
God.
The priest or something is supposed to eat it. They looking for the dead soul to come back and eat it.
Yeah.
Hey, and also, hey, like the shewbread that the priests had to eat. You know that you couldn't be unclean when you ate that shewbread. You had to be pure. You had to be pure.
You said that
And they had to eat it on the Sabbath day.
Yeah. It's already.
That's because I remember we was going back and forth on the having sex on the Sabbath day. We was going back and forth with Sakari over it. And we know that Alazar, you know, he prides himself at being
Levite,
a
bro.
Levite and a priest under the Aaron, the priesthood of Aaron, the Levitical priesthood. But we like, okay, so you have sex on the Sabbath day, and if you do, don't you got to eat that showbread on the Sabbath day, which is ate every Sabbath day? Don't you know if you ate that unclean, you like. Somebody find that law for me, man. That's another one.
Yeah. This timetable, we're trying to get down to the truth. We're doing the work that you guys should have done yourself for you right now. We're showing you that you should have studied to rightly divide the word.
Number 6.
This is how you gotta go
Leviticus
out.
22.
And there has to be some critical thinking that connect to this, but that's that eye salve and the Holy Spirit that's doing that for us. Gives us the understanding of when things line up in the spirit and when they don't.
Leviticus 22.
Leviticus 22:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and to his sons that they separate themselves from the holy things of the children of Israel, and they profane not my holy name in those things which they hallow unto me. I am the Lord. Say unto them, whomsoever he be of all your seed among you, generations that goeth unto the holy things which the children of Israel hallow unto the Lord, having his uncleanness upon him, that soul shall be cut off from my presence. I am the Lord. That's 3. What man soever of the seed of Aaron is a leper or hath a running issue, he shall not eat of the holy things until he be clean. And with whoso toucheth anything that is unclean by the dead or a man whose seed goeth from him, he's unclean.
So you can't eat of the holy things after you done had sex with a woman.
Right.
You're unclean, so you can't eat that because it's holy. Right? Now go to Leviticus 24:9 real quick.
Leviticus 24:9. And it shall be Aaron and his sons, and they shall eat in the holy place, for it is most holy unto him of the offering of the Lord, made by fire by a perpetual statute.
Yeah, so you're dealing with the shewbread. That was a holy thing that only the priest could eat, and they had to eat it on the Sabbath day.
So, because they were too, because if you think about it, they up there atoning for people's sins, they don't have time to cook.
Yeah.
So, it's okay to bring them a plate, so to speak, you know, just making it plain. They're busy all that day. People offering up so they could be clean going into the Sabbath. You don't have time to get you had to already have been clean to offer theirs. So are you about to really kill an animal or anything? Somebody gonna come bring you a plate, man.
Yeah. You said you can't touch anything dead.
Right.
Or unclean.
So you already gotta be clean going into the 6th day.
Yep.
To take in their offerings for the Sabbath day.
That's it.
Anyway, plain unto the
Holy.
to the people, but unto the I forgot
Stumbling block.
righteous. It's just
Plain into the holy, stumbling block into the wicked.
yeah. Yes, sir. I was thinking that word.
Yeah. So that was the point, because that was going into setting up the sanctuary and making an offering and eating the showbread.
Right.
That was the Sabbath day.
It was a whole process.
It was a whole process, man.
Yeah. They took it very serious. It wasn't just like they going in there bullshitting around. You know, they had to make sure they was clean. It's just like a whole process with the incense and with the.
Then they had to wear linen or something.
Something, yeah.
The priests had to wear linen.
I was reading something where it was, it was breaking down the whole process. Like, the only ones that could touch the Ark of the Covenant, you had to be a Levite.
Yep.
Yeah, you're a Levite. Yeah. We're going to get all of that back,
So
all our customs.
They able to touch that?
Yeah.
Be unclean?
Right.
What?
Hell. Someone tried to grab it because it was going to fall. Thought it was going to fall. He about to put to death. So you touching it being unclean, that's instant death.
Yeah. But now you see why the Lord had to make a new covenant.
Right.
Jay just couldn't get it right, man. Couldn't get it together. You see Jay arguing now about the law.
Right.
That lets you know we're not in the new covenant.
Yeah.
Why are we arguing about the law if we're under the new covenant?
Yeah.
We should all
Under the
know.
new covenant, we're supposed to automatically know it.
We didn't have to
Already
teach.
was the same mind, man. No arguments.
There'll be no arguments, man. We all know what needs to be done.
And not just y'all.
Come.
Not just y'all that got it.
Right.
Got the understanding.
It wouldn't be It wouldn't be niggas out here just doing nigga shit, and we all would have the laws in us. We would have the whole scriptures downloaded into us.
Yeah, it wouldn't be no
where
debate.
we wouldn't have to pull a precept to show you nothing. Oh, let me show you this. Go to Revelation 20. Fucking niggas, man.
Heathen out here.
Yeah.
They'd be lined up.
Right.
Like I said, they would have for them. They would have came.
Yeah, the law would go out and forth of Zion.
Yep. Isaiah 2.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Ezekiel also.
Ezekiel,
to them, talking about to the heathen, they would have listened. They would have shortly listened.
Yeah.
They're gonna hearken when they're gonna be up to us. They're gonna hearken when we teach it to them. Once we have that established, everything's established in the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, we're going to be a kingdom of priests. It even tells you that we're going to be basically, I think it's in was it Isaiah, where it basically says that we're going to be pretty much like all of us are going to be like Levites.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be priests.
After the
Order of Melchizedek.
After the order of Melchizedek.
Yeah.
I got Isaiah 2.
How was he able to do it when you got to know about his parents, the lack thereof?
I got Isaiah 2:2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all the nations shall flow unto it. We always go into the mountains are, these people, these governments, And many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths, and out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
Is that happening now? No. That's what I tell you. The gutter rats over there, they ain't the true people.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be Chinese, Japanese, Indians, Arabs, all going to Israel, getting down with the law.
Including us.
Want to learn from the law.
No, we
I'm saying if we wasn't,
right.
Right.
if we wasn't the people,
And the thing about that is they're going to flow to us because it's going to be good for them.
Yeah.
It's going to profit them.
We're going to teach them how.
Right.
We were given the blueprints on how to run the earth and to appreciate the Heavenly Father, respect Him in fear and reverence. That's what this law gives us. This is what the Bible gives us. So we have to establish, once it's established in us, we have to now establish it with them. So everybody will learn, these are the rules of how you live on